Every single one of you is watching this video for a reason. This video didn't just pop up out of nowhere. You manifested it. We may all be here for different reasons, however, we all have one thing in common. We're all here to find something. Something that'll make a change in whatever which way in our lives. Maybe some motivation, a push in the right direction, or maybe we just want to try and turn our lives around. But how do we do that? How do we even begin to imagine how to do that? Just the thought of trying to do something so vague is just stupid. However, the power of the mind isn't something to look down upon. Your mind, your little voice in that head of yours can do wonders if you just let it speak. The mind is a wonderful place, a place that sparks feelings like no one has ever felt before. A place where you craft your own spirit and can alter the pace and energy of the day in just a second, but only if you let it. Your mind is the control center for everything in your life. All your decisions, all your emotions, and so much more. But how can you take control of your mind to help yourself turn your life around? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how you can truly turn your life around. And this all starts with my first point, hope. It all starts with hope, the belief that it's possible. Without hope, you never take your first step. Somewhere in your mind, you need to be able to forge hope and faith in yourself seemingly out of nowhere. This all begins with picturing yourself where you want to be. By being able to picture yourself, even for a second, allows your mind to build a sense of hope or faith that it is in fact possible, that it is accomplishable, that you actually could do this. Hope is a powerful thing, where you can be down in the dumps but fill a man with hope and he'll stand up twice as tall as he was before he got knocked down. Being able to see the vision is the first half of the equation, and actually putting it all together is so much easier than that. Now, this is going to lead exactly into my second point, and point 2 is going to paint a picture for my first point, and I'm going to talk specifically around athletes. Now, athletes, although just a specific portion of the population, are a great example of being able to picture yourself in the future completing something great. A big part of an athlete's life is picturing themselves making that play, envisioning themselves being great on the field, hitting that home run, getting the perfect dunk, or just getting that sack on the play. Through imagery, this can create a hope, a belief, or a faith that they can accomplish it. However, this imagery leads to another successor. I want you to picture yourself in a stadium. Your favorite team is playing, and these teams are going back and forth in a tough game. However, one player makes a great play, then his teammate makes another great play. Then, seemingly out of nowhere, the stadium is electric. The crowd is wild. Your team is playing the best ball they've ever played. But physically, nothing has changed. However, mentally, the world is an entirely different place. Through the power of the mind, this team is now playing faster, tougher, and harder than ever played before. I want you to picture your own mind as this stadium. Let your mind picture yourself being great, and let your mind feed off of the electricity and push yourself to perform, feel, and root for something greater than yourself, your future. Athletes have this phrase, this mentality, and it's silly but simple. Puke and rally. What this means is that when you feel down or get pushed down by whatever it is in your life, you always get back up. You get knocked down, but you get back and find a way to keep that drive. And now for my last point, being able to envision the future. Although you want to keep yourself taking life one step at a time, be able to live your life in the shoes of your future self. Look in the mirror and picture the winner you are soon to be. Don't feel down because of the progress today, but feel prideful in the future you're crafting for yourself. See the future you, all the while living in the present. Now, let me clarify. Living life in the present is still very important. However, what I mean by all of this is that while you keep your head down, looking at your own 2 feet on your journey to your new life, I don't want you to look at the shoes on your feet as the shoes you're wearing today. Picture them as the shoes you'll be wearing in a year. Or when you look at yourself in the mirror inspecting your gym progress, don't look at yourself so harshly and just view what's directly in front of you. Picture yourself in front of that mirror as your future self, who has already completed these goals. And all the while, you have pride in yourself knowing that you are going to be able to do this and defeat whatever comes your way. You stay humble with the mindset that there's still a lot of work to do, even if you are still envisioning yourself in a much better place. Now, are these tips going to turn your life around? And I'll just straight up tell you, no, they won't. However, these tips give insight on just the very beginning of how you get your foot in the door into this new life you're soon to be living. Take everything I said with a grain of salt, as all of these are a lot easier said than done. However, once you start implementing these ideas into your everyday life, you'll be soon to realize that these tips hold much more meaning and power than anything anyone could have stated. I could have just said to work on your goals, or create a good diet, and take care of yourself, but I didn't. I said to find a way to work on your mind, as any goal wouldn't even be started until you are able to get the courage and power in your mind to start it. I want to say thank you for sticking with me through the end, and hopefully you heard something that helped you out. If you enjoyed the video and want to help support me, feel free to leave a comment down below and help spread awareness. And maybe even like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.